All right, guys, what's going on? Friday, February the 4th, 2022. Yes, first things first, you can see a little bit of a different setup today. A little bit of a casual Friday vibe. We are in the studio, but I thought, you know what? Why don't we switch it up? Of course, last Friday we were in the bungalow. Today we're in the studio, and I was like, you know what? Why not? I really wanted to get out and about, go remote, but the weather's absolutely terrible today. So we're not doing that, but again, we are having a bit of a casual Friday type vibe. But again, same Daily Crow, guys. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I see Brendan in, Todd Smith, Travi, what's going on? Also, guys, in the Big Cock Club Discord, head over to the TDC Questions channel. The TDC Questions channel to be sure that your questions are answered there. Guys, let me know that you can hear me, see me okay, everything good. Audio should be good. Audio should be good. Video should be good. Everything should be good on you guys. But just let me know in case anything's kind of wonky. I know yesterday things were just out of control in regards to the mic and all that, what was going on. So, again, if you cannot see me, you cannot hear me, please just let me know. But, again, we are in the studio. Just switching things up a little bit. Figured why not? We'd have ourselves a little bit of a casual Friday, whatever. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Great podcast drop this morning as well, episode 592. We got a lot of content on the docket today. So, again, guys, appreciate you all tuning in. Travi says video a little grainy. Well, probably the reason for that, Travi, is because normally the ring light is shining directly on me. So it's going to look a little bit different. The quality may not look quite as good, or it might just be on your end, Travi. You never know. Either way, all right, guys, before we get rolling, I do want to tell you about our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, because the Daily Crow is brought to you by our friends at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Guys are young but experienced and aggressive attorneys, both former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies but switching sides. They both worked at larger law firms where they represented hundreds of clients at a time. Guys, they both left to start their own law firm because they understand you're not a line item or a number. You're a real human being, and you should be treated as such. They're a small boutique law firm that treats the clients like family. Guys are going to know who you are and treat you like a client and not a number. They handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Guys, do not try to take on the insurance company yourself. Been involved, no matter what you're doing, the last thing you want to deal with is paperwork, the insurance company. Let the experts over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm handle it for you guys. These are the latest technology to make representation efficient yet effective. Again, guys, let them take care of everything for you. You don't even pay them unless they recover money for you. Rami is in Columbia. Curtis is in Charleston. They handle cases statewide. They also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. Guys, give them a call today in Columbia, 803-973-0304, or in their Somerville location, 843-388-3368, or, of course, your one-stop shop, their website, dsinjurylaw.com. That is dsinjurylaw.com for more information. Again, guys, that's our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. Okay, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Like I said, having a little bit of a casual Friday type vibe. We're kicking our feet up in the stew, having ourselves a real good time. Again, I want to hear from you, taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. We're getting after it. Phil, what's up, my guy? Appreciate you tuning in. Again, just wanted to mix things up. Really, I want to start doing on Fridays, like a casual Friday type vibe, and literally get out and about in the city and go to a different venue, go to a different location, if you will, and do the Daily Crow from there. I think it's a really cool way to just keep things fresh and switch things up, if you will. And, you know, you guys can tell me if you love it, you hate it, whatever. I guess the whiteboard's the real loser here, which the whiteboard's actually over there. I could just bring it over here and just, like, hold it like this. But, yeah, I just figured, you know what, why not on Fridays? Why don't we take advantage of it? Why don't we get out and about, just switch things up? And I don't know. You guys let me know what you think either way. So, but I do want to hear from you. Same Daily Crow, taking your questions, comments, calls. Somebody commented earlier, bad day to be Brian Harsin. Boy, oh boy, indeed is it. My goodness. Yeah, Brian Harsin is screwed, folks. Brian Harsin is done. He's cooked. He's finished. He's kaput. He's history. Auburn will be getting a new head coach. There is no question. There is no question. But, you know, we should have seen this coming. Like, those in Auburn probably should have seen this coming, right? Like, he goes from Boise State to Auburn. And as he goes, this chick goes, right? As he goes, this chick goes. I mean, did we really believe that was just a coincidence? Just happened by chance? Like, come on. There was something there. In case you missed the news, the big rumor floating around is Brian Harsin had an affair with a staffer. That's the big problem. Had an affair with a staffer on his staff. And if you go to the girl's bio, what's so funny is it's her official title is like assistant to the head coach. It's like, you don't say, you are. So, yeah, Auburn's just dealing with all kinds of problems, man, all kinds of issues. So who knows what's going to happen with old Harsin. Like I said, I think he's done. I think he's finished. I think he's kaput. I think he's history. Nothing official's out yet, but I think he's absolutely done. Let's see. I get 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Brandon Wagner says she was assisting him already. Oh, she was assisting him for sure. She was assisting him. Absolutely. Absolutely she was. I don't know. Hey, thank goodness we don't have those problems. It's. I'll tell you this. I know Gamecock fans, we hate Auburn. I know we do. It has been wild, though, to see some of the accounts celebrating this the way they have. Like, I don't like Auburn by any stretch, but I mean, there's some people, like, it has made their day that, like, everything bad on planet Earth is happening to Auburn. I do get it, though, to a degree, because the Bobo thing and the Tracy Rocker thing and the, you know, they almost kind of stole the welcome home slogan or tried to. So I do get it in that regard, but it's been funny. It's just been funny. So, yeah, it's a bad day to be Brian Harsin. Horrid day to be Brian Harsin. So, anyways, want to hear from you guys. Eric Reese, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you tuning in. Also, guys, from the Big Cock Club Discord. Head over to the TDC Questions channel. The TDC Questions channel. Be sure your questions are answered. Again, guys, in case you're wondering what's up with the setup, just figured I'd switch things up. We are in the studio, as you can probably see. There's 18-year-old yours truly right there. But we are in the studio, just on the other side of the studio, if you will, where we normally do the Daily Crow is right over here. But just on the other side. I figured why not? You know what I mean? A little casual Friday vibes. You know, just keep it loose, keep it fun. But again, same Daily Crow. I do want to hear from you guys. Taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. We got the Big Cock Club shirt on. We got the Ass Kicking Chicken hat on. Great day to show off some of the memorabilia in here. We got the North Augusta helmet. We got the practice-worn Gamecock cleats football. We got a little baseball over there. We got our guy Pick Six Previews. I know you can't see him, but the helmets that he sent me, they're up there. We got my guy Jacob Reeves, who's on the creative media team. That's his picture up there. We got some cool stuff in here. Jacob Olson made this, handcrafted, that American flag SC thing. So we got some pretty cool stuff in here, actually. Some pretty cool stuff. If you followed along long enough, I think I have done like a studio tour before. But either way, again, guys, want to hear from you. Podcast. Let's see. Podcast is officially out. Podcast is out. Episode 592. Full breakdown of the game tomorrow. My score prediction is out, which, by the way, Home Field Apparel, we've been talking about them all week. They actually just dropped their Salcona shirt of the week. That's the one they sent me. That's the one they actually sent me. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but absolutely fire. So I guess I can wear it now. I guess I can actually wear it now. Why not? Phil. Great point, Phil. Phil, thank you. Hold on. Give me 1 second, Phil. You'll have to excuse me for 1 second. On the other side of the room. This will be well worth. Okay, so in case you guys don't know what I'm doing or what Phil is asking about, the Phil Harris cutout that was so gracefully, I don't know what I'm even trying to say, was sent to the studio. The Phil cutout. Let us never forget the Phil cutout existed. Let us never forget. We're going to put this guy back here. Maybe we'll slide him back here, Phil, just for today. Just for today. Got the box of koozies. We got Phil creeping in the background of the Daily Crow. You love to see that, truly. Phil Harris is part of TDC today. So there you go, Phil. Yeah, it's one of those things, Phil, honestly, like I love it. I'm glad you sent me that. Like I don't really know where to put it. I'm like, do I want to hang that on the wall? Is that something you hang on the wall? You know what I mean? Like I love you, Phil. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I want you staring at me, though, while I'm in here working and recording the show and all that. So I don't know what to do. I'm glad I have it. I just don't know what to do with it. Either way, 843-790-3377. Let's see. What if Muschamp got the Auburn job? Wouldn't that be hysterical? Ryan Harsin speaks out on his Auburn future. Late Thursday night. I'm the Auburn coach. That's how I'm operating every day. I want this thing to work, and I've told our players, told everybody else, there's no plan B. Not planning on going anywhere. This wasn't is the job. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Let's see. Harsin said any attack on my character is bullshit. None of that is who I am. Damn. He's pissed. Tough day. Cade Brown, so I hope Champ Acker's trying to get us. I hope opposing pitchers who stare at that cutout of Founders. Yeah, it was like literally right there. So yeah, it was literally right there. Again, guys, a little bit of a switch up today, taking your questions, comments, calls, a little bit of a casual Friday, if you will. We're just kicked up. Travis says, I don't see Muschamp ever getting another SEC job, in my opinion. I don't either. I think any AD who will consider him should be fired, like literally fired. So, what's going on at Auburn? Cody Gaskins. So, what's going on at Auburn is the rumor is Harsin had an affair with a girl on his staff at Auburn. So, had an affair. And, again, the fact that it's a staffer is what really makes it tough. So that's the rumor. That's the hot rumor right now. We'll see what happens over the course of the day and the weekend and all that. But it's not looking good. Not looking good for old Harsin. It's not looking good, my guy. It's not looking good at all. Travis Lee, yes, sources were wrong about Justin Stepp. What do you know? Per sources season. Yep. Who knew? Who would have thunk it? Sources were wrong about Stepp. Stepp, in case you missed it, posting this morning a home video, if you will, just a video, like a basic Gamecock football video, but with the hashtag home, which after the rumors of the last 72 hours or so. Again, what's so funny about this? What's so funny about Gamecock fans that bitch about Satterfield? They bitch and moan that Marcus Satterfield's still employed. The sources bitch that Marcus Satterfield's still the OC. And they say, oh my God, it's so toxic. Satterfield's so toxic. You know, he just won't leave Carolina. You know, he's still employed somehow. They act like Satterfield is holding Beamer at gunpoint, like he has no choice but to keep him there. Like, if Satterfield was that toxic and bad for the locker room and bad for Salcona football, do you really think Beamer would have him employed right now? And if that's the case, what does it say about your head coach you adore so greatly? What does it say about Shane Beamer? I mean, none of it makes sense. Marcus Satterfield is not holding Shane Beamer at gunpoint. If Sat was that, I mean, literally, guys, the text I got yesterday, sounds like, or 2 days ago, sounds like there's going to be a mutiny. I'm like, are you shitting me? A mutiny, bro. I know fans, and like we all do it, we overreact and we over-exaggerate. That was like one of the wildest overreactions. Literally, somebody texted me, sounds like the start of a mutiny. Like, bro, what is this, Pirates of the Caribbean? Like, come on, man. I mean, give me a break, dude. Give me a break. So, yeah, dude, I'm not surprised that Stepp isn't leaving. Stepp has shown nothing but he loves the place. He loves USC. He loves being a Gamecock. There's nothing that would make me think otherwise. So, I don't know, man. I think it's really funny. It's just funny how people overreact and go crazy. And, yeah. So, anyways, taking your questions, comments, calls. You guys are kind of quiet today. 843-790-3377. Rain's got everybody half asleep. No baseball scrimmage today, which sucks, but whatever, is what it is. Watch party tomorrow, guys, at Carolina Ale House in Somerville. All my low country Gamecocks would love to see you guys out there. 1 o'clock tip-off. Yours truly will be there around 11:30 or so. That's the plan. Podcast is out with my official prediction. And we can talk basketball if you like. I'll drop the official prediction graphic right after the Daily Crow. I got to be honest, and I don't know that there's a ton of it, but I have seen some of it leading into this week. You know, I don't know that there's a ton of it, but I don't really understand the optimism. And I hate to be like the Debbie Downer. I hate to be the like negative Nancy. Some people might think that. I just don't see where the optimism's coming from. I mean, Tennessee already beat the hell out of us once. So wow. Smoke Monday speaking out on what that kid said about Auburn. Yeah, it sounds like it's just a mess down there. Like it is at Auburn the opposite of what it is in Columbia. Like we talk about culture and the feel good and the energy and the momentum. Auburn is like literally the opposite. Literally the opposite. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on down there. That's crazy. Crazy. John Kruger says we're going to lose to Tennessee. Book it. Yeah, John, again, getting back to my point. The positivity and optimism around this game, I just don't really understand it. I mean, hey, you get them at home, I guess. What does that really mean? I don't know. But I've got Tennessee winning the game 78-62. I don't think it's going to be close. I think the spread's probably going to be around 10. And I think they will cover, and I don't see it going well. I don't see it going very well. So there's that. Just my take. I got 78-62. I'm locked in. I think Tennessee does get the dub tomorrow at CLA. So would love to hear you guys score predictions, your thoughts on the game, all that good stuff. Again, guys, like I said, we were out at the scrimmage yesterday. You guys want to talk about that? We can talk baseball as well. I saw my guy CJ out there. Appreciate CJ saying what's up. Had a really, really good time at Founders Park, and baseballs are flying over the yard, man. 4 home runs for the Yardcocks on that one. I'll probably have a write-up later today. I wasn't able to get it out yesterday because the scrimmage ended so late and had some stuff to do, but we'll be getting that. I'll get a write-up up, just a brief write-up later today. You can read that on the Big Cock Club, patreon.com/Big Cock Club. John Kruger says, I'd be shocked if it was that close to your score prediction. Well, John, we lost to them by 20 the first time. I'd like to think at home we will play slightly better. I don't know about much better, but slightly better at least. Slightly better. So I'd like to think so. I would like to think so. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking, by the way, again, since we're doing these remote, I'm definitely thinking, I think my plan for, again, next Friday will be normal, whatever. Excuse me, guys, going into a normal weekend. God, why am I yawning? The damn rain. Going into a normal weekend. The next Friday, though, of course, guys, we are 2 weeks away. We're 14 days away from opening day. And I think what I'm going to do is actually do the Daily Crow. I don't know how I can do this, but do the Daily Crow like outside on my back porch, and I'm gonna grill that day, like grill bratwurst, grill some dogs, burgers, whatever. Just celebrate opening day, man. Might have some seeds out there. I don't know. We'll mix it up. We'll have a good time. Eric Reese says, how many people do you think will show up to the spring game this year? Increased attendance if we make it a night game. Oh, yeah, I think most certainly, man. I think you're going to see – I mean, it's hard to put a number on it. We'll put it this way, though. Spurrier's first spring game, which is what I would equate the excitement to, is Spurrier's first spring game. Spurrier's first spring game, we had 35,000, I think it was. About 35,000 in the building. I could see that number, certainly. I could see it even eclipsing that number. You make the spring game at night, I could certainly see it eclipsing that number. You know, it's. I would love to see us get to a point where, like Georgia and Bama, you know, they're literally filling their stadium. When you think about how crazy that is, they are filling the state. They're putting 90,000 in the stadium for a freaking spring game. You talk about a recruiting pitch, a recruiting sell. Travis says, our basketball team turns the ball way too much. Why hasn't Frank addressed this? Maybe he has, but I can't remember us turning the ball over this much. I would just say this, Travi, again. I don't think we're doing anything we haven't done for the past decade. I really don't. I really don't. I don't think we're doing anything out of the ordinary. I think we are, and that's okay. Again, I said this a couple of days ago. That's okay. That's okay. We're not terrible. We're not a dumpster fire, but we are what we are, and that's we play a brand of basketball where every now and then we'll sneak up on some people, we'll win some big games, whatever. But we're also going to look really bad at times and get blown out, and wow. So I don't know. I don't think we're doing anything out of the ordinary. I think we are who we are. I think our identity is very well set, and that's the problem. That's sort of the problem. Matt Johnson, what's going on? He says, "Don't you love the fault at Auburn? Ha karma, love it." Yeah, it's wild to watch, man. It's absolutely wild to watch. Eric Reese says, maybe it's a night game and they've installed those new lights in the stadium that all the other schools have. We can put them to use to test them out. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great idea. I think that's an absolutely great idea, my guy. Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do that? Again, 843-790-3377, guys. Again, the phone lines are open. The phone lines are open. Yeah, John, women got a big win last night over Alabama. Was not even close. Jay Smith, what's up, my man? Appreciate you. Again, guys, in case you're just tuning in, you're saying, what in the world's up with the setup? We are in the studio. Just figured we'd switch things up a little bit. Casual Friday, why not? Figured we'd switch things up just a bit. So this is the studio. This is just like the other side of the studio. So, and I've always actually kind of wanted to go live from like my desk, if you will. Very nice, very convenient. Hey, let's show to the
Call from
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Curb Street.
Robbie, what's up, my man? How are you?
I'm good. I'm still in North Carolina. I haven't watched the game yet, doggone.
Which game? The women's game?
Yeah, I still got to get home and watch it.
Well, it was a blowout, my guy. It was a blowout.
It was a absolute butt cutting. Okay, but because I did keep up with it, even though I wasn't able to watch it. Okay, but when I get home later on today, I'll watch it and then give you my 2 cents on Monday. Deal?
Deal.
Okay, so I would love to see us having a spring game at night because I think that would be awesome. Because I feel like a lot of schools don't do that, if not any. So I think that would be pretty cool for us to do that, in my opinion. And how many days did you say we had till baseball season?
2 weeks exactly, 14 days. So not next Friday, but
exactly.
The following we will be getting going.
So not today or next week, but the following.
Yes, 14 days.
Okay. So a week from next Friday.
Yes, 14 days.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Watch a sport that we're actually pretty good at.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm excited for this team.
Dadgum, I'm having a brain fart. Okay, I remember now. I remember what I was gonna say. What out of the, I don't know if you kept up, you probably did keep up with recruiting, but out of the recruits that we got, obviously they're all going to help us, but which one do you think could probably make an immediate impact the second he sets foot on the practice field or the in the stadium?
You're talking about football, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'll and are we including transfers or just the high school signees?
Either one.
Well, I mean, obviously the guy that's going to make the biggest impact immediately is Rattler. I'll just stick with the high school kids though, because I think all the transfers are going to play a major role. I think defensively, I think Keenan Nelson Jr. at DB. I really like his game. 4-star out of Philadelphia. I think he's going to be an immediate impact player. I think he's going to play right away. I think Anthony Rose at DB could be a really good one too. You signed 6 defensive backs in the class, high school dudes. So, I mean, certainly you're going to have some of those guys contribute. If nothing else, be depth guys. I think the guys you signed are going to push guys like Darius Rush and and Jalen Dickerson and R.J. Roderick and some of the veteran dudes. Offensively, I mean, I think we all look at a guy like Landon Sampson. I think he can certainly help you out a lot. Outside of that, I mean, I don't know that any of the freshman O-linemen that you signed, I think you signed 3 or 4. I don't know that any of them are really going to play. I mean, you don't ideally want to play a freshman offensive lineman. If you don't have to, those guys need a year to develop and get in the weight room and get stronger.
You don't want to do that.
Right. And, I mean, we basically have everybody coming back on the O-line anyways. And, I mean, I guess I would say Landon Sampson. And, I mean, outside of, that, you signed Braden Davis and Tanner Bailey. But, I mean, again, they're both quarterbacks, and Spencer Rattler's going to be your guy. So,
right.
I mean, offensively, of course, from the portal, you look at like –
depending on how long you decide to stay.
Right. So, I mean, from the portal, you look at guys like Antoine Wells Jr. and on the offensive side, Stogner, of course. So, a lot of guys I'm excited about, man. I think we're going to have some dudes that certainly can help us very, very quickly. I mean, I think that's, I'll be honest with you. I think that's maybe the one thing that fans were left clamoring for more of is like when I look at this signing class of the high school kids, I don't think you really have that star power in regards. Like I look at these are a bunch of day one starters. Like, I mean, there's some quality guys in there, but
right.
I think most of those guys are going to be, I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like you've got a bunch of dudes from the portal you brought in, and you got a lot of returners too. So I think you're in a good spot. But certainly some dudes I think that can help you this year.
Yeah, and I'm anxious to see how they develop, how the coaching staff develops the freshmen year by year. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, you just want to see them get better every year, just improve. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Right. Like I've said almost every time we've talked, right? You see us get better every year, unlike what that other coach was doing. Apparently, whatever he was doing was not working. But yeah, I'm ready for it. Ready, excited. I'm ready for February to already get over with because I'm ready for April to get here so I can go to the spring game. But yeah, man. And do we have a men's basketball game tomorrow?
We do. We play Tennessee. Yeah, we play Tennessee.
Tomorrow or today?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
1 o'clock at the CLA tomorrow. Yep, 1 o'clock at the CLA. Game is nationally televised on CBS. Time, right? Say that again?
Yeah. They beat us by 20 last time, correct?
They did. 66-46, yes.
Yeah, we didn't even crack 50.
We did not.
We looked like the teams that the women's team's been playing, not cracking 50. But I think that I do think we'll probably lose. I'm not gonna lie. I think we'll lose.
Well, I've locked in my score prediction, Robbie, in case you missed it. I've got 78-62 Tennessee. So
78-62?
Tennessee, yes.
Okay. I think we'll. I mean, like obviously we want our team to win, right? But we got to like you said, you're going to be real, right? You're going to be honest, 100% honest, and
got to keep it a buck. That's indeed a fact.
Like I've told you before, that's one thing I love about your show is you don't beat around the bush. You tell the truth, and sometimes the truth hurts, people. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. I think that Tennessee will I think they'll beat us, but I think we'll keep it close, but it won't be enough. I think we'll wind up losing by 6. So I got us losing 76-70.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fair. I think that would actually be a pretty spirited performance from our guys, especially seeing as you scored 46 against them last time. But, yeah, I mean, listen, I think we will – I think we'll certainly play better at home than we played at their place. I think we'll play better at home. I think we'll be inspired, and it's a huge game. I mean, they're all big games from this point forward. I just, I talked about this on the podcast today. I don't know. I don't know where the means for optimism are coming from. And I understand we went on a 3-game winning streak, and maybe that's what it comes from. Is people are like, well, they've seen us play well, so maybe we can do it again. But I don't know, man. There's nothing about this game I look at and say, well, we got the advantage here. People say, well, we're playing at home. It's like, I mean how many people are going to be there? 6,000? I mean, who gives a damn?
Right. Like here's the thing. Like I've told you, I'm pretty sure you've said this, and I definitely have told I think I've told you this. If you build it, they will come. Okay. Dawn Staley is proof of that. Okay. She built a winning program. Okay. And what has happened over the years? People have come to, they've showed up at Colonial Life Arena or shown up at a opposing team's arena and cheered for the Lady Gamecock. Okay. If you build it, they will come. The problem is whenever we had that amazing run in 2017, we didn't, like I've told you before, we didn't build off of that. That was the problem. That's the problem.
Right.
Frank Martin didn't build off of that success. Build on top of that, and you've got to do. Whenever you have success like that, you got to build on top of it. Same thing goes for football. Whenever we made it to the conference championship in 2010, we sort of kind of build off of that. Yes, we had great teams, but we didn't build off of that. And you got to build off of things like that. Whenever you get the championships, and whenever you have an opportunity to even go to a bowl game during football season, you got to build off of that. You got to use the positive momentum and just keep going. Don't let nothing stop you. Just keep going. Because if you get content with where you're at, even though you're being successful, guess what? You ain't going nowhere. You just staying put, and you're content with where you're at. You got to keep climbing if you want to succeed.
It's a fact. Got to keep getting better, man. Keep improving 1% every day.
But yeah, but like I said, I'm excited. I'm really glad he gets some more defensive backs in the recruiting, because we need some. I think we got 6 of them.
Yeah, we signed 6. Yeah, high school guys. Yeah, and then you added the Devontae Reed kid from Central Michigan that'll probably fill in the role of Jalen Foster at the part at safety. So, yeah, you added some really good defensive backs for sure. Needed to build depth.
Yeah, and like I said, you gotta develop them. Like, make them better their sophomore year than their freshman year, and then make them better their junior year than their sophomore year. You see what I'm saying? Like, every year they're getting better. Like, by their senior year, if they stay that long, that is, if they stay till their senior year, it needs to be to the point to where, like, you really don't have to show them anything, because they know everything that it's drilled in their heads. But obviously you have practice, right? But you drill it in, but every single year they get better and better and better, to the point to where they have a chance at being a very high draft pick if that's what their aspirations are. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So and like always, just with Beamer and this coaching staff, we just got to take it one day at a time and go from there.
Facts. Big facts. No, I trust in Beamer, my guy. I trust in Beamer.
I'm gonna grab me some lunch.
What's on the menu today for lunch, my guy?
Wherever my cousin takes me.
Your cousin better take you somewhere good then.
Huh?
Said your cousin better take you somewhere good then.
He said, you better take me somewhere good. Chris? Yeah. Yeah. My cousin TJ's a Tar Heel fan.
Well, a Gamecock ought to be eating like a king, my guy. So, like I said, get yourself treated for lunch today.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. All right, man. You have a great rest of your day and stay dry if you go anywhere.
Robbie, appreciate it, my guy. Thank you so much for the call. Always great stuff. What a call. What a time. What a call. I know Phil was sad for that to end. My favorite part of that call was, and I love Robbie. Robbie knows it. We all love Robbie. My favorite part of that call, though, was Robbie on the call basically trying to figure out and compute how 2 weeks works. Like, so not today, not next week, but the following. Yes, that is correct. Yes, oh my God. Michael Driggers says, Auburn about to fire their head coach. Yeah, no, trust me, Brian. Man, I've seen we've seen everything. We've seen it all. We've seen it all on social media. We've seen it all on social media. So, let's see. Courtney Washington. Hey, Courtney, I see you commenting, Courtney. Let me just say this. Courtney, I appreciate your optimism. I appreciate your positivity. I appreciate your love for Gamecocks basketball, Courtney. I think you're very wise and well-versed in regards to the game of basketball, Salcona basketball. But it is in my humble opinion, Courtney, we're going to get our shit kicked in tomorrow against the old Tennessee Volunteers. And after we do, let's stop talking about any type of tournament hopes or any type of run at all. Because we're going to get our shit whooped tomorrow. I don't have any hope, optimism for the game. Courtney, if you'd like to inject some, please be my guest. I will more than happily read those comments, but I got no hope. I got no hope. I just don't. I mean, give me reasons for optimism. I have none. There's no reason for me to be optimistic. Tennessee already beat the hell out of you once. I mean, I know the game's at CLA, but what difference does that make? Like, do we have some home court advantage? I mean, I guess always, even if it was an empty arena, when you're at home, you know, it's different. Like, a team has to go on the road, but, like, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. So, I've got 78-62. Again, I love Courtney's positivity and saying, well, we didn't play that bad at Mississippi State. They just played good. I mean, Courtney, we went on a 13-0 run just to lose by 14. So, we played bad enough. Hey, if Mississippi State missed everything and, missed all their shots, you'd be talking about how great defense we played. So, hey, they made everything. I guess we played bad defense. I don't know. Whatever our defensive game plan was, it did not work, Courtney. It did not work. So, we'll see. I mean, I'd love to be wrong. I'd love to see this team, as we've said many a time, I'd love to see this team go on a run and do something crazy and unexpected, but unfortunately, I have to be the voice of reason, and unfortunately, I think that voice of reason is telling me we are going to really struggle tomorrow. I think we're going to really struggle. I think Tennessee's a very solid team. They're ranked in the top 25 for a reason. And that's the thing too. Like I said, guys, you lose tomorrow. I think you can pretty much put your any tournament chatter to bed. I think any tournament chatter can be put to bed. So we'll see, though. Hey, that's why they play the game. 843-790-3377, guys. That's 843-790-3377. We are going to jump into a quick break, but I want to continue to hear from you. Here in this casual Friday, we got our feet kicked up in the studio, just hanging out, just chilling. Appreciate you all tuning in. Again, 843-790-3377. More of your questions, your comments, your calls. On the other side, you're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Got this guy yesterday at the old scrimmage. How about that? The old Pearl. Love to see that. Let's see. Courtney says Mississippi State big man was hitting fadeaway jumpers. Courtney also says, I know where we stand as a team. We may not make the tournament, but when has Salcona as a program made the tournament on a regular basis? And again, Courtney, it's that attitude. It's that attitude that makes me not even want to watch basketball, because what Courtney is saying is this. I'm going to translate what Courtney Washington just said. Courtney Washington just said this. Well, we've never been worth a damn anyways, so why should we expect us to be worth a damn? And Courtney says, when has Salcona as a program made the tournament on a regular basis? We're far from regular basis. Like, 2017 was 5 years ago, Courtney. Okay? Twice a decade is not asking for a lot. 3 times a decade is not asking for a lot. Again, Courtney, you're so stuck in this rut of, well, because we sucked before, we're going to suck for eternity. Well, then just shut down the program. Just take the money from men's basketball and give it to football. Give it to baseball. Give it to the women. That is like the most ass-backwards attitude I've ever heard of. I mean, I hope and pray to God you don't apply that in your own personal life. Well, I'm overweight. I've always been overweight, so I guess I'll just be overweight forever. Like, to hell with that. Like, that's how you just get stuck in the same bullshit, miserable life. Like, honestly, I'm not trying to, like, I'm just saying in general, like, that's a horrible attitude. It's a horrid attitude. It's just a horrible attitude, bro. I'm sorry. Like, you understand tradition has to start somewhere. Alabama football wasn't just invented and they were the best. Kentucky and Duke basketball weren't just invented and they were the best. Like, it has to start somewhere. I'm not saying we should go to the tournament every year. I don't think anybody's saying that. But just to for us to go through this season, miss the tournament again, and not have a good year, and then just use the excuse at the end of the season, we don't ever make the tournament anyways. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, for the love of, give me some better reasons than that. Is that your pitch? That's what you're selling about Frank Martin? That's why he should come back? At least we're not terrible. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Come on. Come on, dude. That's terrible. That's awful. That's why nobody gets fired up for basketball, because there's no expectations. Nobody gives a damn. Courtney, there is no passion. There's no passion with Gamecocks basketball. Just terrible, man. Terrible, 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 terrible. Nobody's saying go back to the Final Four, but my God. Make a tournament. For the love of God, make a tournament. I mean, Frank Martin's got the best job in all of college hoops. He ain't got to win shit, and he stays employed. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Some people are just so happy that Frank Martin is not Darren Horn, they just become completely blind to everything else. Courtney, we're 500. Like, you realize we have damn near a losing record. A losing record since the Final Four run. Like, what are you selling me? I don't know what you're selling me. Courtney, I don't know what are you selling? I want you to sell me. And again, I don't dislike Frank. I've been over this 1,000 times. I don't dislike Frank. There's no vitriol to Frank. I want it to be Frank that gets us back and gets us on track. But again, you got to sell me something. What is telling me that we are going to do anything we haven't done the last decade? Is Frank Martin evolving as a head coach? Is the program on a positive trajectory, yay or nay? I'm not saying, and I said this, I'm not saying Gamecocks basketball is terrible. I'm not saying we're in the gutter. I'm not saying that Frank Martin hasn't done a good job raising the level and raising the expectation. But the attitude that you had earlier, the attitude you had that, well, we never been that good anyways, so what different? Then just, why do we even watch? Why do we even watch the games? Why do we watch? Why do we care? Why do we make content around it? Why do we hype up anything with basketball? And I guess we really don't when you think about it. But, like, why do we invest any of our time? That's why people don't watch. That's why, though, Courtney, people don't watch. Because there are no expectations. There's nothing on the line. There's nothing at stake. Because when you don't have any expectations, there is no emotion. There is no juice in it, man. There's no juice. You're just going through the motions. That's it. You're going through the motions. And Taylor Novinger says one word, Gigi Jackson. Yeah, I know Gigi Jackson's going to be there tomorrow. I know Gigi Jackson will be there tomorrow. I mean, there ain't really nothing that tells me we're going to get him, but, whatever. Hopefully so. What? Local product, right? Local product. Again, it's one of those things where, listen, am I gonna have a fit if Frank Martin comes back? And we could win tomorrow and go on a run and make the tourney, and this entire conversation is just completely irrelevant. But that's probably not going to happen. Let's just call it for what it is. That's probably not going to happen. But, if we bring Frank back, I mean, we could have much worse coaches, no doubt. There are much worse coaches out there. We could have Darren Horn again. There are much worse coaches, no doubt. No doubt. But if you don't make the tournament and you bring Frank back, the level of apathy around the program and just not caring. Wow. Josh Gray, broken left wrist, will try to play in a soft cast. Jesus Christ. Well, that's fantastic. Anyways, I'm not going to raise hell if you bring Frank back. Again, Frank's done great things. But again, the reason why is because nobody is kicking and screaming and upset and demanding more and expecting more. Again, and I don't care how this makes you feel, but the truth is the expectations are so pathetically low. They're so pathetically low. I mean, and if I'm in the wrong, you can tell me. Should I just accept the fact we're never going to be more than dog shit at basketball? Should I just accept that fact? Saying, Chris, you're putting too much pressure. You're putting too high of expectations. It's on you. It's your fault. Then I guess I'll reevaluate and reset my yearly expectations. And my expectations aren't to make a freaking tournament every year. I don't know, man. Whatever. Maybe I'm being too harsh. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too harsh. Okay. Anyways, I don't want this conversation to be negative. I mean, Courtney says the program, the program is the most consistent it's been since McGuire. And so what Courtney, again, translation, what Courtney's saying is it's okay to be consistently average. As long as we're consistent, we're consistently average. That's okay. That's okay. We're going 500. That's okay. That's good enough. Okay, Courtney, you win. Courtney, just give him a lifetime extension. Give Frank a lifetime extension. You win, and I'll start covering basketball again when we have expectations to actually go win something of significance. How about that? I'll give you that trade. You can have Frank. Let's just extend him forever. He's untouchable. You can have him. Courtney, you can have him. Go ahead. Just sign him to a lifetime extension. Hey, Courtney says, how many losing seasons? So our only goal, as long as we go over 500, that season was a success. Okay, I will reset my expectations. I apologize. I've been asking for too much. That's on me. I apologize. Hey, the goal, just finish above 500. We did good enough. That's it. Okay, Fine. That's it. Good job. Fantastic. You can pick up your participation trophy at the end of the year. Awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. What a fantastic season you had. Meanwhile, Mark Kingston, if you don't go to Omaha, you're on the hot seat. Shane Beamer, you don't win 9 games this year, you're on the hot seat. Don Staley, you don't win the national title, chatter begins. But as long as we go 500 in men's basketball, everybody's happy. Everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good. Okay. I'm wrong. You're right. I'm wrong. You're right. I'm wrong. Okay. Travis Lee Courtney is someone that comments on YouTube. Yeah, I guess if you're on Facebook, you have no clue what we're talking about. Courtney Watch, and again, I value all the comments. I like to hear from you guys. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong and you're right. Maybe I'm wrong and you're right. Let's see. Eric Reese, Stog, and Jaheim ain't going nowhere. What does that mean, Eric? What are you talking about? Who would insinuate they're leaving? Nobody's insinuating that. Or is it per sources season yet again? Is it per sources season again? Brian Lattimore says, let's not pretend like Frank is light years ahead of Darren Horn. I mean, I said it that Frank Martin's just Darren Horn with the Final Four. Cade Brown says the goal is to win more than we lose. If we accomplish this, it's a good season. I know you were I know you were being sarcastic. That's it. Just win more than you lose. That's it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all, our fan base ran Chad Holbrook out of town. He averaged 40 wins a year, but we want to kiss the feet of Frank Martin for just going 500, just winning more than he loses. I mean, give me a break, man. It's just such a double standard across these sports. It's wild. And again, I'm not sitting here saying basketball should have the same expectations as baseball for sure. It's completely different, but yeah. And my guy CJ Curry, I hear you, CJ. Didn't play with a full roster last year. Nobody played with a full roster. I mean, here's my thing about last year. And it is what, listen, I'm glad Frank came back. I think everybody deserves a shot at redemption. Everybody does. I'm glad Frank's getting a shot at redemption. You know, I'm really glad. I'm really glad he didn't get canned after last year. I am. But if last year was just going to be one big excuse anyways, like we just shouldn't have played. Like maybe college basketball just shouldn't have happened last year. Because like and not just Salcona, like all the teams that weren't good, they're like, well, it was the COVID year. Like, well, then why did you play? Why'd y'all practice? Why'd y'all get ready? What was the point of even taking the floor last year? I don't know. Hey, let me ask you this: why didn't Mark Kingston get a pass for COVID? Was it also not COVID year in baseball too? Why doesn't Kingston get a pass? Why didn't Muschamp get a pass? Why is Martin the only coach that gets a pass? You can't argue me at least. I mean, whatever. Your opinion on what should happen in the future, we can all have differing opinions. We all want the same thing. But you can't argue with me that the expectations are less than stellar on a year in, year out basis for the basketball program. You can't argue that. You cannot argue that. So, anyways, like I said, people are going to hear one little clip and they're going to think, Chris hates Frank Martin. To hell with Frank Martin. He's leading the Frank Martin charge. No, I'm just poking holes in Courtney's logic that's extremely flawed. Well, we've never really been that good, so why should we expect anything different? I mean, imagine if the greatest golfer in the world compared Yeah, Courtney says, stupid argument to compare basketball and baseball with the COVID. What are you talking about? Courtney, they both. Oh, come on. Now you're just building in excuses. Come on, man. Come on, man. Courtney, you're better than that. This is turning into the Courtney show. Dude, did baseball not also deal with COVID? We didn't have full capacity for 90% of the season. What are you talking about? Lord Christ. Just Jesus. Lord. Anyway, you win. We're not going to make this the Courtney show. This is just ridiculous. You want to voice whatever, you can call in. Respect your opinion, but it's ridiculous. Anyways, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Yeah, we definitely do not recruit well enough, that's for sure. All right, you're done. It says baseball players can sit out and it won't hurt them too bad. You're done. You're finished. You're cooked. You're kaput. You're zero. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're completely done. You're just with that. You're completely done. You're completely done. I just can't even with that, bro. Holy shit. You're done. Well, I tell you what, we didn't practice and we made the postseason in baseball. So what excuse does basketball have? You have to have rhythm to hit your shots. You don't have to have rhythm to play baseball, though. Come on, man. You act like baseball is a far harder sport than basketball. Are you joking? What? It's not even close. It's not even close, not even comparable. That's like the funniest thing I've ever heard. That basketball on some planet is a harder sport than baseball. Like there's just so much more that goes into it. You have to have so much more rhythm. And stop it, man. Stop it. Now you're trolling. Now I know you're trolling. I know you're trolling. I might get the whole group chat up in here. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for the entertainment. This has been incredible. Thank you so much. I don't think you're actually serious because there's no way any human with a functioning brain believes what you said. There's just no chance. I'm going to let you think about what you said. Anyways, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Let's see. Anyways. I would actually probably argue golf. Baseball and golf would be the hardest sports. But whatever. I mean, we're splitting hairs. But basketball harder than baseball? You're insanity. You're purely on Looney Tune Island is where you are, my guy. You're on Looney Tune Island. You are on Looney Tune Island for sure. And that's no disrespect to my Hoopers, by the way. That's no disrespect to my Hoopers, but you're a fool if you think basketball's a harder sport. I'm not insinuating that COVID did not affect our basketball season last year. That's not what I'm insinuating. That's most certainly not what I am insinuating. But for you to insinuate that baseball is harder, that somehow, some way it's easier to come off of like you can't practice or can't do this, That is insanity. Anyways, guys, I want to continue to hear from you. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. In case you missed the news, man, Brian Harsin, bad day to be Brian Harsin. Really bad day to be Brian Harsin. Tough scene. Tough scene in on the old plains if you're Brian Harsin. See, you switch up the location of the Daily Crow and all hell breaks loose. So, yeah, and Taylor Novinger, that's a great way to put it. You take a baseball player, and CJ Curry will probably relate with this. You take a baseball player and put them in any other sport they can play. They can be an athlete, they can play. You take any other athlete and put them in baseball, they can't hit a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. They just can't do it. You can't do it. You cannot do it. It's arguably the toughest thing in sport, my guy. Toughest thing in sport. Courtney's from Looney Tune Island. Looney Tune Island. Indeed. Again, it's no disrespect to my Hoopers, but my God. I've got a text here. We get to see practice videos soon or spring practice. Well, yeah, they haven't started practice yet. Practice doesn't actually start, I think, till like March 15th. So we got a little bit. They're doing workouts right now. I don't know if you guys saw Spencer Rattler posting on his Instagram. I mean that first video, that first picture of Rattler in a helmet is gonna pop for sure. So, Larry Gornto says the recruiting angles arguable that this class is pretty stout. Devin Carter's a blue chip by most services. I mean, I like the young guys we have too, Larry. I'm just saying as a whole, I think it's pretty easy to. I think we'd all agree that the recruiting has not been, the best. Has not been the best. Let's see. Yeah, Travis, look at Jordan when he went to baseball. He was trash. Let's see. USC Sports says favorite beer. I'm not a beer snob by any means. I mean, if I have to get a craft beer, it'll be an IPA. Favorite IPA I had when I lived in Charlotte, because there's a lot of breweries up there, was the Noda Hot Drop and Roll. That was a really good one. Here, my favorite IPA I've had here, probably I'll tell you the one I've had. And shout out my dude Andrew Strauss. Shout out to my dudes at Columbia Craft Brewing Company. They were one of the first ever sponsors of the Spurs Up show when I moved here. The best IPA beer I've had here is their Batch 300. I don't think they normally sell that one. That one's like a limited time thing. That beer is so good. And I mean, it's like 7.8%. Like, it'll get you. If it's not a craft beer, I'll just get a Bud Light. I'm pretty cool with a Bud Light. Yeah, I do love Pernicious. I do love Pernicious. What's the other one? If I saw it in the gas station, I know. Let's see. Courtney out here calling people out, talking about they're going bandwagon to Carolina basketball. Get out of here, please. Evan Slane, realistic expectations for baseball this year. Evan, I think most certainly you can expect this team to be a postseason team. I think no doubt this is going to be a team in the postseason, and I think that making the supers, I think, is realistic.
Zachary.
Here we go. Zachary, what's up, my guy? How are you?
I'm good, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. Happy Friday. What's up?
Oh, yeah, it's a happy Friday. Chris, I don't have to share or broadcast this a lot, but, I'm having a good day so far. So, what? I want to say something. It's my birthday, Chris.
Well, Zachary, happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday, and I'm glad I appreciate you calling in on your birthday. You could be doing anything else, so happy birthday to you. You got any big plans for it or no?
No, not that many big plans. I treated myself to some IHOP, so yeah, I'm doing good so far.
There you go. Very nice. I haven't had IHOP in a long time. Yeah, sounds awesome. You had some pancakes, I assume?
Yeah.
There you go. Love to hear it.
So really, I came here. I wanted to talk some crap. I want to talk crap about Brian Harson. Can I do that? Can I talk crap about Brian
please
Harson?
do. Please do. I'd more than encourage it.
What this man? I think it's hilarious. What? I mean, she's a cute girl. I'm not gonna deny that. She's a cute girl, but I'm like, can we not think? Can we not like? Has no one taught this man the expression "don't crap where you eat"? Has no one ever taught him this? It's just I love mess. I love people being messy, but I just hate reckless people. I just hate recklessness, and it's so reckless. I just hate it. It's just like, but I'm not. I don't feel bad for Auburn. All the crap they talk. I don't feel bad, but I'm like, why be so reckless about it? Just come on.
Yeah, he messed up big time. It'll be interesting to see what the fallout is, and I guess it's just a rumor. Like, there's nothing really confirmed about the whole affair thing, but it's, where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's lots of smoke. So, yeah, that's tough, man. That's yeah. You don't dip your pen in the company ink, as they say. So, if it was, I'll just put it to you this way, and it's not. Thank goodness, it's not. But if it was Shane Beamer, I'd be so pissed off. I'd be so pissed off at him. And so yeah, I mean, he screwed up, man. He screwed up. Bottom line. So, and it's a nasty screw up. So yeah, it's a mess down there, man. It's a mess.
I mean, I already heard a lot of stuff saying that people didn't like. I heard like he fired his wide receivers coach in the middle of the year. I heard rumors that him and Derek Mason went periods where they didn't even talk to each other. Like, and I thought that was crazy. I'm like, how are you in this DC going months without talking to each other? And then I'm hearing rumors that he actually might be interested in the Washington job. And I was like, wait, he just got to Auburn. And then you can say what, for whatever reasons, their OC took the job and then dropped out of the job. You can argue if it was actually, family reasons or not. That's up for everybody else's debate. But it's just been a soap opera down there for like a couple of months now.
Yeah, I agree. No, it's crazy, man. It's a mess. I thought about it earlier. I'm like, you like the positive momentum and the positive vibes and all that of what Shane Beamer's doing and the culture and the excitement, and it's literally the opposite on the Plains. So crazy. Couldn't happen to a better fan base. Couldn't happen to a better group of people.
Yeah, it's like all those people talk so much junk. Was like, you hired a glorified tight ends coach. Hardison's better, and they talked all this crap, and I'm like, and they talked all this crap, and here you go. Your coach is probably having an affair with an employee, and you lost basically all your games to end the season, and you technically don't have an OC. And it just looks like it's an entire mess down there. I don't even know what's happening down there. There was a mass exodus at one point, but then where Bo Nix left, Kobe Hutchinson left, and like they said that Tank wanted to leave, but he said no, because I guess Tank's just like, I'm probably going to be a first round pick, so why just do all that? But it's crazy how everybody was laughing at us and everything. They thought they had the superior hire, and look at it. You got a coach who's doing God knows what down there.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess, man, for sure. It's a mess. It is a mess.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
glad it's not our problem. Yeah,
it's like what you said about Shane Beamer. I was like, I'm glad it's not Shane Beamer. I wouldn't have been like, Shane, how could you do that to Emily? I would have been so disappointed.
Not the Queen. You cannot do that to the Queen. Queen Emily.
Not
Shane would our king would never. Our king would never.
He would never do that.
He would never do that.
I actually made a joke one time. I was like, Stone Blanton is the only thing he took out of Mississippi. I made a joke to, I think it was like a Mississippi person from Mississippi I knew. I made a joke like Stone Blanton wasn't the only thing Shane Beamer took from Mississippi, and he kind of laughed. I was like, yeah, because his wife's from Mississippi. Like, that's actually kind of funny. I was like, yeah. But yeah, but I can't wait to watch the saga unfold. I actually listened to a couple of I kind of like listening to all of college football. I actually listened to like a couple of Auburn podcasts. They're the ones that actually do like actual analysis, not that just kind of like we're fine no matter what kind of people. But I'm interested to hear their takes on this, and I'm going to listen to the people who are going to talk crap, because there are going to be people that talk crap, deservedly so. You don't do stuff like this and don't deserve the crap that you're going to get, because you deserve it.
Oh, he's going to get it too. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. So yeah, like I said, I'm just really, really glad that's not our problem. So
yeah. All right, Chris. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, Zach. Hey, happy birthday, my guy. Enjoy it.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you. Great stuff. 843-790-3377. So, guys, that's 843-790-3377. Y'all tripping me out in the comments. Not the Google search, my guy. Not the Google search. You did not hit him with the Google search. Did not hit him with a Google search. Goodness. Did not hit him with a Google search. No, Larry Gornto, no worries. I will not be taking Courtney out for Valentine's Day. I don't swing that way, me guy. So it's not a whole new world for your guy. Trust me. Anyways, 843-790-3372, guys. We are going to jump into a quick break here. Y'all keep it fire in the comments. So this is a blast. Y'all keep it fire in the comments. Again, I want to continue to hear from you, your questions, your comments, your calls, and more. On the other side, you're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Again, things are going absolutely crazy in the comments, and we just love to see that. We really do. We love to see that. Breaking news today, Courtney Washington did not play hoops at any level, basically. So, whatever. Listen, I'm not one of those people, and I don't like those people either. They're like, well, you didn't play at this level. You didn't play this. Like when I talk baseball, I'm very cautious. Like, I don't want to be the guy like, well, I know more than you because I played college baseball. Like, no, like, whatever. Everybody's got an opinion. Hey, some of the best teachers are those who didn't play the game at a high level, but it does kind of feel like, Courtney, a lot of the times you come in the comments saying things like, did you play ball? What level of ball did you play? Like, well, Courtney, I mean, you didn't play either. So what difference does it make? You know, I'm not a professional singer, but I know the difference in good and bad music. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. Anyways, hey, big game tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I've got Tennessee getting the win, 78-62. But, you know, we've talked about it a lot. I'll be very interested to see where we're at when the dust settles, when the season's over. And, you know, there will be a decision to make. There will be a decision to make about where do you go from here, what's best for your program moving forward. And again, I'm not leading the fire Frank Martin charge with pitchforks or anything like that. I just think you are what you are. I think you are what you are, and you know the standard has been raised. It's been elevated at Salcona, and we have Frank Martin to thank for that. But is it another guy that's going to take the program from there to the next level? Who's going to be that guy? Because I'm just at this point, I've sort of lost hope that it's going to be Frank. I don't know. I feel like his style is outdated, and I don't see him changing and evolving as a head coach. I think he wants to play hard-nosed defense and foul the shit out of people, and you know we just kind of do the same things we've been doing for years, and it's not working. It doesn't. It's old school coach in a new school game. Old school coach in a new school game. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So, Piedmont said until a Gigi Jackson commit comes out of Irmo, nobody in this show that's not from there gives a damn about Irmo basketball. Let's see. And I would say this too, again, because I see some of you commenting. I mean, it's not about anybody knowing more about a sport than the other. I don't give a damn if you never watched basketball before, you know nothing about it. You don't have to know the game of basketball to know that our expectations for basketball are just so low. I mean, we don't have any. Do we? Again, I challenge Courtney and others, and I just ask you, what are the year in, year out expectations of South Carolina basketball? Go. Because from what I've picked up from this conversation thus far is the goal is to simply win more than you lose. If you can do that and not be a gutter team, don't be a cellar dweller. If you can do that, then you've succeeded. There's no right or wrong answer. I just want to know. I would love to gauge, and I might do this, gauge and poll the entire fan base. Right now, what are the year in, year out expectations of South Carolina basketball? This is not an attacking question. It's just a question. It's open-ended. There are many answers. I'm saying not what they should be. What are they right now? Because there's no way that South Carolina fans can go, well, the expectations to make the tournament. Because if that was the case, we would have changed coaches years ago. Andrew the textbook says, switching gears a little bit. I know this is not Carolina sports related, but what are the thoughts about Brian Harson's situation over at Auburn? A lot of people are saying he's about to be fired with calls. Well, I mean, it's a mess. It's a mess. That's what it is. It's a mess. My take on it is, thank God it's not us. Thank God it's not us. So, yep, Harsin messed up. That's for damn sure. Harsin messed up. Harsin messed up big time. So, anyways, it's just an open-ended question, man. And there's others on Twitter, man, that they would literally jump off a bridge if Frank Martin told them to. So I would just ask them, like, what are the year in, year out expectations of Carolina basketball? And again, there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer because this is all based off of how you view the program. Because my personal answer is this. I'm saying not what you think they should be, but what are they? My answer is there are none. The only expectation we have right now is just to be a little bit better than to win a couple more than we lose. That's pretty much it. And Travis Allen says, my expectations are to be consistent and competitive. Well, I guess if that's all your expectations are, then by God, we'll just sign Frank forever. Tony Sharp says it takes two to mess up. I'm assuming you're talking about the Harsin thing. I don't disagree with you. But, Tony, when you're Brian Harsin, you got everything to lose. My guy, you got to be the stronger person and not do it, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, it takes two to tango. You're correct, Tony. It takes two to tango. That's a fact. That's a fact, my guy. But you got to know at the end of the day, hey, I'm Brian Harsin. I'm the head coach of a football team. I got a wife. I got children. Man, I got things on the line. You know what I mean? I got things on the line. So I don't know, man. Tough. Brian Harsin, slapdick of the day. Slapdick of the day. P-Mod says, unpopular take. The media shouldn't care about a coach's relations or who he banks. Here's the thing, though, P-Mod. Like, here's the thing. The Ed Orgeron thing, I don't care about that, bro. He was single. Who cares? And I don't care if a coach cheats on his wife. But you can't cheat on your wife with a chick who works on the staff. You can't do that. You just can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't do that, man. Answer the textbook. The year and year out expectations for Carolina basketball are to go 16-15 each year. 16-15. You're not going to make the tournament 16-15, my guy. Expectations: we make the NCAA tournament 3 out of 10 years, and the NIT 5 out of the other 7 years. So you're saying 8 out of 10 years in a decade span, we should be in a postseason of some sort. Let's see. According to Washington, the only thing is basketball. I hear you. I mean, listen, given a fair assessment, not trying to kill the guy for actually improving the program. Nobody's killing Martin for improving the program. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. Martin deserves all the credit in the world, but at some point, I mean, it's year 10. You got to think about the future, and it's like, are we ever going to make the next jump, the next step? I don't know. Let's see. Eric Kimry. Here's some interesting. Here, Eric Kimry. What you think about the rumors to why Eric Kimry left? Is he and Sapp butted heads too much and didn't see eye to eye? I think that's just people wanting to make sense of it. Guys, I think he left because he wanted to be a head coach again. I think he left because he saw an opportunity to run his own program again, and the school he's going to is an awesome school, apparently, Baylor School. It's like some private school. So, no, I don't cite it as because he hated Marcus Satterfield and all that, whatever. So, no, I think that's just people just wanting to run with that rumor from the regular season. So, yeah, I think that's what it is. Let's see. Drew Johnson, you're going to be at Carolina Ale House in Somerville, my guy. You're going to be there. Would love to have you. Yeah, seriously. We'll be out at Carolina Ale House in Somerville for the watch party for the Gamecocks game against Tennessee. Would love to have you guys come out. Yeah, and CJ Curry brings it up. I don't understand why people are having such a hard time grasping why Kimry would want to go to take that opportunity. I mean, some people don't want to be a cog in the machine, man. Some people want to be the CEO. Some people want to run their program. Some people want to do their own thing. You know what I mean? So I think it makes sense. I mean, how much glory is it really being a tight ends coach at an SEC school? I mean, I understand. You know, hey, Eric Kimry got to live out his dream. He got to do his dream job deal, whatever. And now he wants to go back and be a head coach. It doesn't, like, shock me. That's not the craziest thing I ever heard. I mean, I was a little surprised, don't get me wrong, but it's not like it's shocking. Tyler Gay, looking forward to it, my guy. Tin Roof. I'm actually working, guys, on possibly getting the show moved from instead of 5 to 7 to 6 to 8. I think that'd be a lot better. I think that would work out a lot better. So you guys just stay tuned for that. I got to talk to Corey. Nah, James Kendall, I don't know that there's family in Chattanooga. Again, it's just something they talked about. He wanted this job before he even got the Salcona job. So, I mean, I think it's just a thing where, you know, it made sense. He wanted to go there, and there you go. So, made sense, and he wanted to go. Tyler Gay said this was his dream job when he was hired. After year one, he leaves to go back to high school. That's my only question. Well, Tyler, again, this is a job that apparently he even wanted it before South Carolina ever happened. So, and again, I think Kimry likes being a head coach. Obviously, he likes being a head coach. I think he wanted to be a head coach. And also, man, like coaches just say things, man. Let's call it what it is. They do. They just say things in their pressers and stuff like that. So, no, I mean, listen, Eric Kimry loves the University of South Carolina. He loves being a Gamecock. I'm sure he loved his time coaching this year, but opportunity to be a head coach again at a big-time school, I can understand why that's something where it's like, you know what, I love being at Carolina, but I want to be a head coach. Anyways, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Let's see. Friday, February the 4th, 2022. Guys, like I said, podcast did drop this morning. Episode 592. Episode 592 of the Spurs Up Show. Full breakdown of tomorrow's game. Salcona taking on the Tennessee Volunteers.
Yeah.
Let's jump to the phone lines here.
To accept.
CJ, what's up, man? How are you?
What's up, man?
Just hanging out, man. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. All right, so, just on this Kimry subject, of course, it's just like we talked about before, it's, every man has his own rights. Eric Kimry's been a high school coach pretty much ever since he got out of high school underneath his dad, under college. Ever since he left college underneath his dad, who also has been a successful coach as well. So I was talking to a guy yesterday, and I'm not going to say his name, but I was talking to a guy yesterday after the scrimmage, and, very successful guy, very known for his talents, and, it's thought of pretty much as the Conashaw of baseball. When it comes to baseball and football, you make comparisons, but he's thought of as the Conashaw. I did ask him, I was like, hey, why don't you want to take a head coaching job or somewhere, and, venture off to go somewhere else. And his exact comment was, I love college baseball. to me, I think Eric Kimry is in love with high school football. He loves the development. He loves the molding. He loves basically it's a lot more freedom than it is in college. But at the same time, you're more along the lines of getting that player to understand what it is about life before they get into the life of college. And I think Eric Kimry loves that part of it because he got that from his dad. And for anybody that wants to sit there and knock Eric Kimry for leaving South Carolina, which I don't think there's a lot of people that are knocking Eric Kimry. I think there's just a lot of misunderstanding. It's more along the lines of take it this way. If you're taking real life, you have a job where you're making $75,000 a year. And basically with the $75,000 job a year, you're basically free and you have a family. You're basically free to basically do what you want and be a parent and be a father, and be a role model and be there for your kids and your family and never have to work late and never have to worry about working holidays, but you're always there. Well, you got a $150,000 job that's basically taking all of that away, but you're just making double the money. Which one are you going to take?
Well, I can tell you, I can tell you he's making a lot more than $75,000 a year too. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah. We discussed that, and I like I said, I don't think he'll move his family to Tennessee if it was less than what he would make here in South Carolina. But it has to be a lot more than what he made here as a head coach and as, basically as a tight ends coach. And like I said, Eric Kimry is still a legend, for Carolina against what he did against, what was it, Arkansas at home? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, it's the man's just making the best move for him and his family, but he's also doing it because he loves being a high school coach. Maybe he liked the development and maybe he liked seeing the tight ends, being tight ends coach. Maybe he liked that, but maybe it's where his heart is. It's, he likes the development. He likes the molding. He likes understanding that, hey, look, I can turn Jaheim Bell into a god before he gets to Carolina. And that's my thing is like, it's not necessarily the fact of him wanting to leave Carolina. It's the fact of him doing what he loves the most. And it's, hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but all kudos to Eric Kimry and just let the man make his decision in peace without any harp. And just say, hey, thank you for all that you've done. Because, like Shane Beamer said, he's not leaving on a bad note. Nobody is. And he's doing this decision based upon his family and his decision. That's all there is to it. So, but that's my take on it. I'm going to get off the phone and let you speak about it, and I'm going to continue watching the show, and that's about it, man.
CJ, I appreciate you, my guy. Thanks so much for the call. Great stuff. 843-790-3377. Again, CJ, I thought made some great points. Again, yes, you are correct, Jacob. It was Mississippi State, the fade against Mississippi State. But, again, I don't think it's crazy. Like I said, it's one of those things where, hey, Eric Kimry got to live out his dream. He checked that off his bucket list, if you will. Hey, coach at South Carolina, coach at my alma mater, go back, whatever. But, the developing of young men and being able to put your fingerprints on a program and it be your program, like I said, not just be a cog in the machine, but be the dude, be the number one, be the CEO, be the head coach. You know what I mean? So he's also making, from what I've heard, really, really good money there too. So, I think it makes sense. And I think Gamecock fans, again, like you said, CJ, there aren't many that are upset about this, or I think that even don't understand it. I think the people that are, that there are certainly fans that just take it so personally. They take it personally if somebody doesn't want to be at their school or doesn't want to coach there, don't want to play there. There are fans that take it personally when kids enter the transfer portal. It just happens. So, I think it makes sense though. I get it. I understand it. Kimry wants to be a head coach. Bottom line, he wants to build a program, and like you said, he probably loves high school football too. Obviously, you don't stay in it that long if you don't love it. if you don't love it. So, far less pressure, I'd say, too. Far less pressure. Quality of life's better in some ways. So, yeah, without a doubt. P-Mod, who's better next year, Boogie Huntley or Jordan Birch? That's a tough one. That's a tough one because I feel like Birch should be better. But going off we know right now, I mean, who's it going to be? So I'll still go Birch. I really want to believe Birch is going to blow up. I really do. I want to believe Birch is going to blow up, have his best season, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, I want to continue to hear from you guys again. In case you missed it, I will be dropping the graphic immediately following this show. I have got Tennessee beating the Gamecocks tomorrow. Final score 78-62. I'm locked in. 78-62. So let's see. Anyways, 78-62. That's where I'm at. So, Cade Brown says it feels like we're a middle-of-the-road, bottom half of the SEC team year in, year out. That's why there isn't much excitement for basketball because it's the same thing each year. I mean, look where we're picked, Cade, every year in the preseason. We're picked at like 10th, 9th or 10th. So, I mean, we kind of are what we are. And that's okay. We are what we are. But, we all just want a reason to be optimistic and excited. And, we all love our team. Obviously, we're all going to continue to watch and show up and show out. But, man, it'd be nice to have a winner to go with that. Again, 843-790-3372, guys. We're going to take one final break here on this Friday. One final break, but I'd love to hear from you. And, again, we're rocking on this Friday, man. A little casual Friday vibes in the studio, switching things up a little bit. You love to see it. More your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break, guys. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, what's up, guys? We're back. Final 10 minutes or so here on the Daily Crow. Little, there we go. Little casual Friday vibes here in the stew. Want to continue to hear from you. Rakeem Sprinkle says, can Antoine Wells surpass Josh Vann as wide receiver 1? You know, we all saw that video, obviously, Antoine Wells cutting it up in the facility. I mean, I'm going to give the nod to Vann right now. You know, I do want to keep expectations realistic for Antoine Wells because he is coming from James Madison. There's going to be an adjustment to SEC football, guys, just like we talked about with Jalen Brooks. You know, I think Jalen Brooks, one of his problems was, a lot of fan expectations that were set pretty much unfairly, and he never was that guy that fans expected him to be. So, so I think Antoine Wells will be a nice piece for sure. I think it'll be a really nice piece. I mean, I'm not putting expectations on him, like I said, to have 1,000 yards receiving or anything, but you never know. I mean, kid's got a skill set, runs a 4.3. Glad he's a Gamecock. I think he'll help us for sure. And with Spencer Rattler. And with Spencer Rattler, man. Who knows? Let's see. Like I said, guys, we're going to be at Carolina Ale House tomorrow. Somerville, South Carolina, my low country Gamecocks. Where y'all at? Would love to have you guys come out. Going to be a ton of fun. James Kendall, when you get the TSUS bus, are you driving or are you riding? I'll probably drive it, James. Yeah, Cade Brown. I'm always going to watch Salcona basketball. I mean, I always will. I mean, dude, I do it for a living. You know what I mean? Like I make content around it. That's what I do. I just want it to be where, hey, if I'm going to throw watch parties and go to the games and watch every game and all that good stuff, you know, I'd love it to be a product that we're really proud of and excited about, and you know, would love that to be the case. So, Brandon, we'll be getting up to the upstate for sure. Yeah, we do watch parties in Greenville and all that stuff too. So really excited to be partnered up with Carolina Ale House once again. Really do enjoy doing those, you know, and their watch parties, but they've also turned to like TSUS hangouts. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is. It's just like a hangout, if you will. So really, really cool stuff. A lot of fun. Yeah. So Piedmont, Cox hockey at the Plex. Cox hockey tonight at the Plex. Yeah, I think Josh Vann's primed for a huge year. I definitely think so. I definitely think Josh Vann is primed for a big time year. So. I see some people talking down on the home field collection. I think the home field collection's fire, personally. I mean, you know. Tyler Gay says, do you go to the spring games, and what do you think about it being at night? I absolutely go to the spring games. Yes, absolutely go to the spring games. I'd love to see it at night. I mean, why not? Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? So I'd love to see it at night. Fans would love it. I mean, and here's the thing, too. I mean, you can play it whenever because it's not like you're fighting with TV or anything like that. I mean, those things are streamed on like SEC Network Plus. You know what I mean? So why not? Why not play it at night? Why not play it at night? I'd love to see it. I'd absolutely love to see that. Yeah, would love to see it. So, but I enjoy the spring games, man. I think it's a great opportunity for fans, obviously, to get a look at these new players and new guys and youngsters and all that. But as I said last year going to the spring game, and I'll say it yet again, you know, take the spring game with a grain of salt. The spring game is not there to draw conclusions from. Because, again, just because you ball out, just because you pop off in a spring game, that don't mean anything, man. It don't mean. I mean, you guys probably couldn't even tell me who the standouts were from the spring game last year. You don't. Nobody even remembers who they were. I mean, again, you can see certain things, you can see some things, but you can't draw conclusions from a spring game. You can't do it. So, Brandon says, who will be the Juju McDowell of this class? A true freshman that will play a lot this year. Well, again, I think Keenan Nelson Jr. on the defensive side. Keenan Nelson Jr. out of Philadelphia. I think Anthony Rose could play a good bit. Landon Sampson, of course, at the receiver position. Those are really the ones that jump out to me. Those are the ones that really jump out. So Stone Blanton, obviously. Stone Blanton at the linebacker position. I think he will play a ton. I think he'll factor in immediately. So. Let's see. Hold on. What did Yeah, CJ, I love you, my guy, but Josh Vann being a top 10 pick, I think that's a little aggressive. So anyways, guys, less than 5 minutes to go. Like I said before on the show, if you can, get out to CLA tomorrow, support the boys, man, whatever. Who knows? You never know, man. It's sports. It could be the game that sparks our run to the postseason and the NCAA tournament. You never know what'll happen. So, yeah. So, not top 10, 10th round. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Cade Brown, Stone Blanton hasn't been at any of the scrimmages or practices, has he, for baseball? No. So Stone Blanton is playing his senior year of high school baseball. He's playing his senior year of high school baseball. So, no, Stone Blanton will not be playing for Mark Kingston and the boys this year. No, and I think that's smart. Man. Don't rush it. You got 4 years to play. Don't rush it, man. Enjoy it. As somebody that played baseball, that senior year, I mean, if you played a sport in high school, that senior year is incredible. That senior year is so awesome. So I'm really happy that Stone Blanton is not rushing through that and, what have you. So, but no, he is still in high school, my guy. He is not even enrolled at USC yet. So he will be playing in his senior year at his high school. So, yes, Austin Stogner and Stone will get here at the same time. Yes, this fall. Yep. And I know that's a bummer. That's a bit of a bummer that Stogner won't be going through spring practice, but, it is what it is. Got classes to finish up, and they're students too, you know what I mean? So you got to finish up class and whatever. So apparently they said he's going to come around spring practice, but he can't participate. Like, what does that mean? He's just going to show up and watch? I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I guess we'll see. But anyways, guys, I'm about to drop the graphic, like I said. 78-62, the final I got for the game tomorrow. Like I said, I know you're at home, and this team has played well. With its backs against the wall, we've seemed to have played better. The more pressure we have, I don't know. Maybe we show up and we show out, but I don't have the optimism that many people do. I don't see the reasons for optimism. I want to be more optimistic. I want to be more optimistic, but I just Tennessee already took you down once, and it wasn't close. And maybe you find something on a random Saturday in February. Maybe you find some sort of spark. I just think as a basketball team, though, in a roster top to bottom, I think Tennessee's just better than you. I think they're just better than you. I don't think it's, again, I don't think it's close. So, again, that's why I got 78-62. The final, we'll see what happens. Again, Gamecocks baseball will be at the Yard this weekend as well. I will not be able to be there tomorrow due to obvious reasons with the watch party down in Somerville, guys. Please come out to that if you're in the Low Country on my Low Country Gamecocks. I'm calling you out to come out. Going to be one hell of a time. They've got food special, drink special, also 10% off everyone with TSUS. Also, scrimmage on Sunday as well. We'll be out at Founders Park for that. But, that's pretty much going to do it, guys. Appreciate you all tuning in again. It is 2 o'clock. Be sure to check out the podcast that dropped this morning. Full breakdown of the game tomorrow, and going to be a hell of a time, man. So, again, if you guys can go to CLA, go. If you can't, come out to the watch party at Carolina Ale House in Somerville, South Carolina. Again, folks, I appreciate you all tuning in. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. Go Cox. beat Tennessee, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Y'all take care.